All right, so I wanted to wait a little while before making this video because this is an incredibly unfortunate situation that's going on right now in the boxing community. A lot of you guys probably already heard about this, but the Puerto Rican boxer Paul Bamba dies at the age of 35, and he pretty much was having a super active year, 14 wins, 14 knockouts. And he was a new WBA Gold Cruiserweight title holder by defeating Mexican Rogelio Medina on the 21st of December. Now, this was incredibly sad when I first heard about it, but I wanted to wait for more information to come out because I just think it's not good to speculate. Although there was a lot of people out there that pretty much they made some pretty damn good guesses, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. So some new information came out today, and apparently Mr. Bamba suffered a concussion and an episode of traumatic diplopia. The doctors revealed that after the boxer passed away. All right, and it says here that what actually causes that is a concussion and damage to the brain. Certain areas of the brain may be the cause, yet the specific problem that causes these complaints to arise is due to a weakness or imbalance in the eye muscles, known for, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this word here, this terminology, but you guys can read that right there. If we read here, it says this is a common clinical finding seen in our concussion patients and is treatable through function neurological rehabilitation. Now, obviously this guy had a concussion and wasn't taking care of it at all whatsoever, and there was a lot of talks on the internet that this guy was just being way too damn active for a year. And if we go ahead and look at his record, I mean, that seems to be the case. I mean, he had 14 fights in a year, 14 knockouts in a year. But let's just talk about this for a second. Like, we can't just expect for a fighter to come and show up and have a fight and then say that, oh, he's good to fight within a couple of weeks time, because that's not just the reality of things. Whenever there's fighters that are preparing to have another bout in their career or in a year, whatever, there's a lot of stuff that goes in between, like training camps. And these guys are not just having rounds, professional rounds, like in a bout, they're also doing sparring, hard sparring. So this guy was pretty much putting a lot of pressure on his body in a year. I mean, yeah, of course, there's gonna be people out there that are gonna say that, oh, he was putting people out pretty early, like round two. But still, like, having 14 bouts in a year is absolutely freaking insane. And from my understanding, this is probably something that Bamba struggled with before, because last year they had to cancel a bout because the doctors caught something with the studies and realized that his brain required further examination. It says right here, I'm sad to announce that I will no longer be fighting Anthony Farrell tonight. Unfortunately, when I was in my final physical Friday morning with the commission doctors, they realized I had an issue with my brain that required further examination. Now, I can't say that these two things are linked, but it does seem to appear that, you know, he had issues regarding his brain before. Now, I think that this should have been a red flag, and this should have been something that Paul Bamba should have carefully approached going into the next year. And of course he didn't, because he ended up going 14 freaking bouts in a year. Now, from my understanding, he ran his own career. I don't think he had a manager before this, and he recently got signed to Neo. Now, I don't really understand why Paul Bamba would sign to someone like Neo, who isn't in the boxing industry whatsoever. I mean, this dude is in the industry of music and entertainment. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and put the blame on Neo, right? Because from my understanding, man, he probably doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. You know, it's probably the first time he's ever managed a boxer. But if I'm Neo and I'm looking at some dude's freaking track record and it says that this dude's been in like 13 freaking fights, I would probably tell that dude, like, hey bro, fucking ease up, like, chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's me personally. I can't put the blame on Neo. I can't say that, oh, it's all Neo's fault. But again, he is the manager, and it doesn't make fucking sense for a music and entertainment person to sign a boxer. But it's just a lot of sketchy shit. I know that, like, once you're in the industry, a lot of sketchy shit just happens. But anyways, this is just an unfortunate situation, and I think it could definitely be avoided. But what can we do now? You know, unfortunately, this is the reality of things, and hopefully, there's people out there that are gonna learn from this situation. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think it's a good idea to have 12 or 14 bouts in a year, plus doing training camps where you're also sparring and you're literally not giving your body the freaking recovery that it needs, right? He was just on go for a year. I mean, he did a lot in 1 year, and all I could do is salute that. But for everybody else out there who is looking to do something similar, just take your time. Take your time, man. Listen to your body, respect your body. This is an incredibly unfortunate situation that could have been avoided. And at the end of the day, all we can do is just say rest in peace to Paul Bamba. He did a whole lot in a year, and hopefully we freaking learn from his situation. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As always, it's a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.